Back with another video. This time I'm just going to do a voiceover from a session I had a few weeks ago. It was a smaller day with the waves barely breaking, so I decided to bring out my smaller 4'4" KT Drifter Slim board with my foot straps to try some airs on some of these waves and get better at doing airs in the waves. I paired this 4'4" board with the foil drive Slim and the high power motor. I use this pair of high power motor and foil drive Slim to feel the lightness in the air, but also give enough power to get up on the smaller board and get moving again once I do the airs. I think the hardest part is definitely finding your footing in the foot straps when first getting up. You kind of have to do it right away. And I was having trouble. A lot of times I would go too far back with my weight and I would just kind of fly up, or sometimes I would go too far forward, get the nose dipped, and then not be able to recover. But I finally started to get it, and it was so much fun. And I really feel like I've kind of perfected getting up with the foot straps in a quick, easy manner. It was easiest to get up when you're going with the waves. This just helped with the general pop-ups. Against the wind was pretty hard on this small board, but that comes with every small board. I would break the board loose and go out the back on my stomach in order to turn back around and then go in with the waves to get up. It just made it so much easier having that little bit of push with the wave and the wind to get up, have time to put the foot straps in, and then go and ride. What I've noticed with jumps for the most part is going down the line really fast and trying to get a lot of speed was definitely the best bet. On this one, I did that, but I just didn't quite land this one. Still had a lot of drag with the board and wasn't able to keep it going. And then this one, for example, I didn't really shoot down the line. I kind of just popped up out of the wave. Didn't have a lot of speed, but I was able to motor out of this one to save it. But I really think that speeding down the line and then popping up is the best bet. Speed is definitely your friend in this. With all my mess ups, I got a lot of practice getting the foot straps back on. So it really helped learn that initial, probably most important skill for doing these tricks. The Matt Kite guys were also out there for this day during this session, and they had the drone out. So they got a few drone clips of me. The drone is right behind me in this one. I had to really wait for the wave to form and then bring it in. Got a pretty good air with the drone right on me right there. So that was a super cool one. I was really stoked on that. That's probably the thumbnail of this video. But yeah, here's the Matt Kite guys following me in. Obviously, the wave kind of just waiting for it to form. It's just a bump and then speeding down the line, pop up, land it, motor out just to get back on foil to minimize that drag, and then keep on riding. The waves were pretty small, but this Axis Art 999 made it really fun just to carve a little bit without dropping out of the air because I didn't have enough float to keep on foil. The Matt Kite guys also got this one on the drone, so I was pretty happy. Didn't get the biggest air there, and then accidentally fell right there. But got my turns on video here. Some of my better turns of the day. Still working on those. But yeah, that was super fun. And then it goes into a little air right down the line. You can see pop up, land. That one I came back on foil relatively easily. Obviously got taken out by the wave after, but yeah, super fun. The name of the game with this foil drive and doing airs is not letting the foil drive drag you down too much after you land the air. You have a lot more drag, so you got to unlock that board again. So it's all about landing light and trying to motor out of it as soon as possible, unless you have much bigger waves that you could still get pushed out of them without motoring out. But this wasn't the case today, so I had to be pretty light and pretty quick to pop back up on foil after the fact. I also tried a few backside waves throughout the day. I'm not as good at these. It was a little harder just to read the wave, and I kept sinking the front. I completely forgot that the camera was on here, so enjoy me almost sitting on the camera, but then just me going in to change my battery. I left it on for like 8 minutes here. I went on my phone, drank some water, changed the battery, drank some more water, and then went on my phone again. And then I was ready to go back out. Guess I just needed a little decompress after all the jumps. But here's another backside jump. Did I get it this time? I popped right back up that time, so that was a pretty good one. Usually they didn't end up like that. I like this one because after I do the air, I really had to work to unlock it, so it just shows kinda how difficult and how much of a shift forward you have to do to unlock that board again and get back on foil sometimes. Here's a little party wave with me and Ryan from Matt Kite. Just a quick little foil drive party wave. I had to catch up to the wave here, and then we went our separate ways at the end. He was on the max unit paired with the Zapple board. Here's another backside air where once I land, I really had to work to unlock that foil because I'm not as good at getting the placement right on these backside airs. Had to really shift that weight forward to get that board to unlock in the water. And then this one is a perfect example of charging down the line, trying to get some speed. I kind of messed up the jump here, didn't get super far out of the air, but popped right back up because I was in the correct space. Then I try to throw a pretty sharp turn and ended up falling at the end of that clip, unfortunately. This is one of the better clips of the whole thing because I was charging down the line, popped right back up, going left on that wave, and then I actually went right, went backside, and just barely got the backside wave as well. But I think I just need to be a little higher on that backside wave to have the push to keep going every time. Overall, my main takeaways are the high power motor definitely helps getting you back out of the water, but also getting you up on foil with the smaller board while using straps and trying to do airs. Speed is your friend. Shooting down the line and then popping up will definitely be your friend in getting back up and recovering after an air. And then lastly, going more off of the lip slash top of the wave will definitely help in bouncing back on foil after and recovering. I hope these tips help you learn how to do some airs with your foil drive. Go give it a try. Let me know how it goes.